Hi everybody, I'm here in Los Angeles and I'm with Chris from United Way.
Hi Mark.
And Danny from Rapid Results Institute.
Exactly. Yes.
So can you tell me what's going on behind us?
Yeah, absolutely. Around this room you have 7 communities from all across LA County putting together coordinated street outreach networks, new ways of assistance, and more housing for all of our friends, and more appropriate housing that fits them.
So can you explain, really this is kind of a launch almost of a coordinated entry system in Los Angeles. Could you explain what that is?
Yeah, it's kind of like one way we've explained it is kind of a match.com for housing, right? We have 2 groups that are made for each other. We have housing with services, we have our friends experiencing homelessness, and they were literally made for each other. And it's been way too hard to help them find one another.
Right.
And so we thought if there's a way to have common assessments, if there's a clear way to match and have that housing available for them, it has to be so much easier than it's been. And we're letting the communities come up with the ways they want to make that happen.
I think I couldn't say it better than Chris. It's really just making it easier to make that connection. If somebody who is in need, who is in need of different types of services, different types of housing interventions, and creating an easy way for the organizers of those services and those housing solutions to find them and to coordinate among all the organizations to make sure that everybody's reaching out to different people so that everybody that needs help is receiving it.
So this conversation has been in Los Angeles as long as I've been working in homeless services. And nobody could get along. And nobody could agree on even the intake form. How did you get past that hurdle?
Well, that's why Danny's here. So the Rapid Results Institute, we had been kind of spinning in this maze too. And the Rapid Results Institute, they've done complicated systems development work across the world in so many different settings. And so we asked them to come to Skid Row and bring that model, which is about, well, I'll let Danny explain the model.
Well, I think really what it's about is the key thing is in a system, any complex system, you can't go into a back room. And no matter how smart the people are in that back room, they're not going to be able to develop a solution that's complete or that's perfect. And so what we did here in this event, and in most of the events that we do, is we basically create the opportunity to delegate the creation of the system to the frontline folks, the operational folks, giving them control. And then I think, as Chris, you had said it so best, is they recommend up to the policy, what are traditionally policy makers, but in this framework, they're not the policy makers. They're the policy takers. The policy makers are the folks on the ground. And just by letting that and making sure it works at an operational level and tapping into that creativity and knowledge, you can very quickly get the buy-in in the system that you want.
So basically you come in kind of with maybe some guidelines or a roadmap and allow the actual communities themselves to jump on that guideline and then create their own solutions, and then they get buy-in.
Exactly. We have what we call a rapid results approach. It uses 100-day projects, results-focused 100-day projects that allow a whole system to design the change in an iterative process. So instead of a one-shot from above, it's lots of innovation, and you just keep constantly in a cycle, bringing it back up and rolling it out, bringing it back up and rolling it back up.
Because one of the biggest issues that we have is communication, and this streamlines it.
And it felt like such a good marriage because Home for Good has worked so long on getting parties to the table, systems leaders, policymakers, and for that conversation to connect directly to program staff at agencies, and to have all of those people. They've been waiting, to be told and to have those ideas come directly, and so I think they've been hungry for it. And to have people say, this is what we want to do, it felt like a good moment to bring this.
This conversation, I'm sure, is happening all around the country, and other communities are also doing it. Can you mention a few, and if somebody's interested in doing it in their community or for more information, where can they go?
Sure. We work in partnership with Community Solutions, who provides a lot of the technical expertise around housing solutions, and we're working with them in a lot of different cities right now. Right now, we're in the middle of a project that we'll work on I think about 20 to 30 different cities, large cities. There's smaller cities that would like to participate as well. What you can do is you can contact us at info@rapidresults.org or reach out to Community Solutions as well. And they're already working on a lot of this.
I again, many of you know this, I'm probably Home for Good's biggest fanboy. And that's because you grab everybody, the people that aren't talking, and get them to the table and start having a conversation about how we can work together. And these are, the faith-based and the government and the nonprofit and the businesses all together. And more communities need to do that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thanks for starting the conversation.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.